மௌனமாமுரையார் காட்டும் மா பிரம்மவஸ்துவாலன் சிவநிலை தவசீட செரி குருவரன் சிற்கையன் உவகையோருருவன் தன்னுள் உவப்பவன் கழிமூகத்தன் அவனயான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே அவனயான் தன்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே. Shall chant the Mangala Venba. தேவன் திருவாயால் தேவி செவி புகட்டும் தேவிகாலோத்தர தேர்ஞான மாவிளைவாம் ஆனந்த வானமுத மானவருள் அத்துவித மோன கரியகமே முன். Then we shall chant from 21st verse. ஏது பலம் கருமம் இல்லை சுபாவத்தில் ஓதும் இவையாவும் உண்மையல வேத உலகமும் இல்லை உலகப்பற்றுள்ள லௌகிகனும் லௌகிகன் தானும் இலை நிராலம்பம் இந்த நிகிலமும் அன்றி நிராலம்பத்தால் ஒளிரா நிற்ப நிராலம்ப ஆகச் செய்திந்த அனைத்தும் நிராலம்ப ஆகிடுவனென்றே அறி வியோமவடிவாகும் வியாபகமா சூன்யம் யாதொருவன் பக்திடானேல் யாண்டும் அவன் பீசகோ சக்கிருமி போல பிரபஞ்ச பாச சமுசாரியாம் பார் அகிலமாம் யோனியிலும் ஆருயிர் யாவிற்கும் மிக கிளேசம் பொருந்தும் மேன்மேல் அகில கிளேசமுமே நீக்குதற்கு கேன்மா சூன்யத்தை லேசமரா சிந்தையற்று. If one is not meditating on the Shunyapada, then like the Pisakosha Kirmi, like the silkworm, he get bound in his own cocoon and he suffers. Therefore, one has to meditate on the Shunyapada. Whichever whom you come into the world as whatever species, you suffer only in this world, in the samsara. Therefore, here he is saying, ahilas klesamume neekidarku. to do away with all the kleshas, all the sufferings, I would tell you a upayam. What is that? Kel, please listen. Ma shunyattai lesamara sindaiyatru. So meditate on that ma shunyam, that shunya padam in your heart. Okay. So this is very unique in this text. Meditation on ma shunyam, shunya padam. So I have given you sufficient hint how to go about in all these classes. There is nothing. With that you sit. And then you become nothing. One thing cannot be negated. That is the self. That will not be negated. That will never be negated. That shines by itself. You need not worry about it. You not know it. If you give up everything, meaning if you reject everything, that shines by itself. So our job is only to see unreal as unreal, and the real manifests itself. You understand? So that is what we have seen in the last class. Now, Jnana udaya porute narkiriyai satchariyai Tanavila pattadal tanundrai. My tune has changed. Devan Tiruvayal Devi Sevi Puhattum Jnana udaya porute narkiriyai satchariyai Tanavila pattadal tanundrai Manadattin Utkarudum salamba yogam tanayumori Nitprabanjatte nilai Jnana udaya porute narkiriyai satchariyai Tanavila pattadal tanundrai Manadattin Utkarudum salamba yogam tanayumori Nitprabanjatte nilai Jnana udaya porute. In order to gain this knowledge only, this true knowledge only, narkiriyai satchariyai tam navila pattadam. Kiriyai and sariyai. See, in Saiva Siddhanta, they talk about sariyai, kiriyai, yogam, jnanam. These are the 4 steps they say. Sariyai, kiriyai, yogam, jnanam. See, kiriyai means the worship of the Lord. Through your actions, you worship the Lord. Puja, all those things comes under kiriyai. And sariyai means, it is said here, disciplining yourself, and then you go to the temple and worship the Lord in the temple. And also you clean the temple and you tie the garland and all those stuff. That is called as satchariyai. So this kiriyai and sariyai, these are the basics. They are all prescribed for a sadhak only to gain this knowledge. Jnana udaya porute narkiriyai satchariyai tam navila pattadam. Okay. Once when you mature enough, when you grow in spirituality, when you are a very advanced seeker, then all those things are not for you. Then free. And not only that, onrai manadathil utkarudum, meditating on one in the heart. We saw na, give some name or form of the Lord. And with the mantra, you meditate on it. That's what we saw. We told you na. So here, tanundrai manadathil utkarudum, salamba yogam. This is called a salamba yogam. Niralambam, this is salambam. Opposite to niralambam. You are given a support. Sa-alambam. You are given a support. Support is what now? The form of the Lord. And then with the mantra, you keep the Lord in your heart and you focus your mind on that. That is called a Salamba Yogam. Here he is saying Salamba Yogam, Ori, you give up all this Salamba Yoga also. So, Narkiriyai, worship of the Lord, Satchariyai. Satcharya means the basic Yamaniyamas and all those stuff. And then even Japa and Dhyana, where you meditate on a Murtam, on a form, chanting the mantra. Manadatil Utkardu means inside your heart, you chant and you focus your attention. That's Salamba Yogam. Along with the support. Sa Alamba. Along with the support. So, Alamba Yogam, Ori, that also you give up. You give up all. And then, Nit Prabhanjate Nilai. Prabhanja means what is universe. Nit Prabhanja means what? Where there is no universe. Meaning there is no body. There is no this Jiva also. That's called Nishprabhanjam. Nishprabhanjate Nilai. Where there is no universe, there you reside. There you abide. Imagine, just for the sake of imagination, when there is no world, when there is no me, there is no God, then there is only peace. That is Nishprabhanjam, where there is no prapancha, no pancha mahabhutas, Nishprapancha. Nishprabhanjam, Nishprabhanjate Nilai. In that Nishprabhanja, be rooted. See, this is for advanced seekers. As I told you, without paripakwa, if we try to forcefully stop the thought and try to abide somewhere in Nishprapancha, you may go mad, or your head may sort of burn or burst. So please be careful. But this is for the advanced seeker. Nishprabhanjate Nil. If you have guts, you remain in that Nishprapancha. That is Sunyapadam. Why there is nothing there? Nishprapanjam. This question shouldn't be asked. Nishprabhanjam, Sunyapadam means, then what about the self? Don't ask this question ever. Why? Because that cannot be negated. Self means the true self cannot be negated. This ego self which is coming and going can be negated. That is part of the world only. So that also should be negated. And whatever can never be negated, can never be negated. So that is why the Shunya Padam is defined, Aham Amisat Yachunyam. It is defined as Aham Amisat. The self is there. That is why the Shunyam is defined also, Aham Amisat Yachunyam. So the self is always there. See, we also think a self to be an object, something like laddu or something, an object. That is why it is said, no, don't imagine anything about it. Nishprabhanjate Nilai. We can experiment, on this. Whether we succeed or not, we can experiment. Saying, there is nothing, and then sit. It's a bhavana only. Bhavana means the thought process only. Let it be. But this will take care of all the other thoughts. If you're serious about it. And then you enter into a different dimension. Different dimension you may enter into. Either you may enter into sleep or into a different dimension. You know what happens nowadays? We are not fresh. Always we are tired. That is because of our lifestyle. Sedentary lifestyle they say, because of sedentary lifestyle. Also because of going late to bed, getting up late, and loose living and all. Or too much of medication. These English medicines and all, they put you to sleep drowsy, they make you drowsy, certain medicines. And if you take medicine too much also, you won't be feeling fresh at all. That's what happens actually. We are unable to trust the traditional medicines. We go to the allopathy, there they give strong doses, where always you are like this. Shambhavi mudra. Eyes open, but attention within means what? So, always, what's happening? I am in trance, don't disturb me. In the class also some people are in trance. But we cannot complain. Everybody has got their own problems. I cannot sleep while lecturing, that is why I am not sleeping. If given a chance, I may also sleep only with this much of pongal, like a concrete. Then what can you do? So Nishprabhanjate nil means there is no universe. That every day we are staying there in the deep sleep. But unfortunately there is nothing, no awareness also. But consciously if you reject everything, then you are consciously aware, but no objects. Objectless awareness. Then it becomes choiceless, effortless. That is self-realization. You understand? So Nishprabhanjate nilai. So give up all this narkiriyai, nachariyai. Swamiji, we have never taken it up in the first place. So we are already there. Only if you have taken up, you have to give up. Na? You can give up. Na? We have never taken it up. So there is no point in giving up. And Manadattun Utkarudum Salamba Yogam. The Salamba Yoga means with Saguna, Sakara, that kind of a dhyana, Nama Rupa dhyana and all. You give it up. See, that is why Totatri Swami, he said to Ramakrishna, with the sword of knowledge, you cut the Devi into pieces and go beyond. And Ramakrishna went beyond also. Otherwise, what happens, you know? Kanakamma writes here, so much of efforts, we would have gained siddhi in that some mantra sadhana. And when you attain siddhi in the mantra sadhana, that devata would appear, pratyaksha, in front of your eyes. And you are so blessed, you feel so blessed. And you don't want to give it up. Imagine if Ambal comes in front of you. Can you give her up? You become more mad about her only. But whatever said and done, it is only in the scope of Triputi. So therefore, Yena Kena Prakarana, you have to go beyond all this forms, names, all this, and you have to abide in your own true self. But if you are really devoted, Lord Himself will push you into it. Or the Atma, the self, will pull you from within. That will happen. Now moving on to the next words. Padala munbaga pahasatti andama Adara pattavivai attanayum Vidalurum Suniyama attirangondarale suraravar Suniya jnaniyara chuttu Padala munbaga pahashakti andama Adara pattavivai attanayum Vidalurum Suniyama attirangundarale surarava Asuraravarla suraravar Smart நினைக்கிற தங்களே ஆசுரரவர்னு படிக்கிறது சூரரவர் சூனிய ஞானியர அச்சுட்டு பாதலம் முன்பு பாதலம் முன்பாக பகர் சக்தி அந்தமா பாதலம் மீன்ஸ் பாதாளம் தேசேனா பாதாளம் பாதாள லோக பாதாளம் பாதாளம் தேசே the nether world they say in English, right? The nether world பாதாளம். See, it is all in the Puranas. There are 14 lokas and all. 7 above, 7 below. So, Pathala means that is the Padalathukku poitan solluvom. So, from there onwards, Pahar Shakti Andama. Shakti means we saw na that Shakti. That is the first expression. Till there, the first expression which illuminates everything. We saw na Shakti. Till that Tattva, Shakti Tattva, Adara Patta Ivai Attanayum Vidalurum. All this, all that in between also, Vidalurum, it will fall off, it will drop off. When? Suniyamam Attiram Kondu. Arale. So So when you take the astras, Attiram, called as Shunya, Attira means the weapon, Astiram. See, there is a very fine difference between Astra and Shastra, you know. Astra means you throw it and it will hit, that fellow will be done. Shastra means it will come back to you. It will hit that person, come back to you. That's what they say, Astra and Shastra. So here, Astiram Gond, Sunyamam Attiram Gond. With this weapon called as Sunya, when you hit, everything collapses. From the Padala Loka onwards till that highest Shakti Paryantam. Shakti is supposed to be the highest Tattva. Highest. So everything is destroyed. With what? Sunyamam Attiram Gond. So that person who has destroyed everything, Suraravar, he is a Suran. He is a real valiant hero. Suran. Sunya Jnaniyara Chuttu. He is called as Sunya Jnani. நம்ம ஏற்கனவே சூன்யமாக தான் இருக்கும், ஞான சூன்யம். Sunya Jnaniyar. This is another name we can give for any brahmachari. If you Sunya Jnaniyara Chuttu, you would know that Jnani is called a Sunya Jnani. Why? With Astra called a Sunya, he has destroyed everything. Sunyamam Attiram Gondu, Padala Munbaga Pakar Sakti Andama, Ada Patta Attanayum Vidalurum. So, what you meditate, that you become. So, when you meditate on Shunya, everything becomes Shunya. When you meditate on a wonderful, pleasant God, then that God also can appear in front of you. So, when you meditate on Ambal, Saumya Murti, she will appear in front of you. If you meditate on Shunyam, everything will go. People are so scared, you know. They don't even want to have this, that picture of chariot where Krishna giving Upadesha to Arjuna. They don't want to keep it. Why? Then there will be battle in the house. Mahabharata Yuddham Nane. Veetla periya Yuddham vandurum. I don't want to have. Even then they are having Yuddham only every day. But they are so scared. No, I don't want to keep that photo. Take it out, take it out. Why? Then we don't know. So people are so scared. அவங்ககிட்ட போய் சூன்யத்தை சொன்னா என்ன பயந்து போயிடுவாங்க. எல்லாம் சூன்யமா போயிடுமா? எல்லாம் சூன்யமா போயிடும். நமக்கு வேண்டாம்ப்பா பம்பு. We want Aishwaryam. We want Aishwaryam, not Shunyam. Therefore, they will only meditate on Kubera. See, you go to this Ashtalinga, there is so much stored only in Kubera Linga. You know. Why? Because he may give a lot of money. கொஞ்சம் போய் அவரை கொஞ்சம் நல்லா சரி பண்ணிட்டோம்னா he will give a lot of. They don't even want to go to Narayana. They don't know Narayana யாருன்னு. Kuberan, somehow he has become so popular. And Kubera Lakshmi, I don't know where from Kubera Lakshmi came. Narayana will get angry now. To say Kubera Lakshmi. It is Lakshmi Narayana. How come she has become Kubera Lakshmi? I don't know really. And people are very mad about it. You know what? One of my very dear one, Purvashrama, let us say, Bandhu, one Amma, she asked me, Swamiji, நீங்க பேசுறதெல்லாம் எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புரியல, எனக்கு குபேர பூஜை எப்படி பண்ணி சொல்லி கொடுங்க. What can I talk to you? What can I talk to her? When I say Sunyama Attiram Gondu, Veedalurum means avladhaan. So therefore, this requires different frame of mind, right? One has to become a serious seeker. One wants really the self. So for him it is said, Sunyamam Attiram Gondu Arale Suraravar Sunya Jnaniyara Chuttu. And then the next verse also for us only. விடயத்தில் ஆசை விடாதே குரங்கை. You know what is the meaning of kurangu? Kurangu means monkey. விடயத்தில் ஆசை விடாதே குரங்கை. விடச்சலி சித்தத்தை விடாது மடக்கி சர்வசூன்ய பதத்தில் தாபிக்க அகுதான் நிர்வாண முற்றிடுவன்னே. விடயத்தில் ஆசை விடாதே குரங்கை. விடச்சலி சித்தத்தை விடாது மடக்கி சர்வசூன்ய பதத்தில் தாபிக்க அகுதான் நிர்வாண முற்றிடுவன்னே. See, it has to be split properly, understood properly. விடயத்தில் ஆசை விடாதே. Without giving up the desire for objects in the world outside. Vidaya means Vishayam, objects. Objects means everything inclusive. Vishayatil asai vidade, unable to give up desire for objects, this mind, which is like Kurangu, monkey, it is worse than the monkey. Kurangai vida, sali sittam. Sali means what? Always restless. Salittu konde iruk. The monkey is restless, na? And this mind, Kurangai vida, Kurangai vida is more than the monkey. Sali sittattai. Sali means always restless and jumping from one object to another, thinking about this and that. Apadipatta sittattai, the mind, vidadu, never allowing it to run riot. Madakki, restraining the mind, withdrawing the mind. Madakki means withdrawing the mind. Sarvasunya padatil tabika. Now you fix the mind or merge the mind in the Sarvasunya padam, where there is nothing. அப்படி ஸ்தாபிக்க அகுதான் நிர்வாண முற்றிடுவனேர். அகுதால், அப்படி ஸ்தாபிக்க செய்வதால் அவன் நேராக நிர்வாண பதமாகிய முக்தி நிலையை அடைவான். He will attain to that moksha samrajyam. So the mind should be restrained, should not be allowed to run here, there, everywhere. So earlier we told you what happened. So in ordinary scriptures it is said, in one desha, in the present moment, and one object, that is the lakshya, whatever the object of meditation you have taken. But here he is saying, you withdraw the mind and keep the mind in where? Sarvashunya padam. Bhagavan is asking us to keep it in aham, nan, yar. But here Parameshwara, one step ahead, he is asking Parvati, or he is instructing Parvati to keep that mind in Sarvasunya padam. See, here the Parameshwara is not asking the devotee to keep the mind in Parameshwara, Lord Shiva. He is not saying that. Saying, you keep the mind in Sarvasunya padam. See, this is most, exciting and very fantastic. You can keep the mind in the Sarvashunya padam. Then what happens? Everything collapses. All the sort of the castle built in the mid-air as if collapses. There is no foundation. Only castle is built in the mid-air. Therefore it all collapses. And then everything goes. That is Nirvana Padam. Nirvana means what? Total nakedness. Meaning there is no upadhi of body-mind. There is nothing. There is only that Chit Swarupam. Only that awareness. Everything else goes. Awareness is not an object. It is just the awareness. முழிச்சுண்டு இருக்கேன்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, அந்த முழிச்சுண்டே இருக்கிறது தான் அவேர்னஸ். லைக் மிஸ்டர் பீன். டோன்ட் டூ தட். முழிச்சுட்டே இருக்க சொன்னார் சுவாமிஜி. தூக்கம் வந்தாலும் முழிச்சுட்டே இருக்க சொன்னார். அந்தமில்லா கண், கண்ணதுதான் அந்தமில்லா கண். உள்ளது 40 we have seen. Andamilla khan means what? Endless eye. The eye which will never wink or endless. Andamilla khan. எப்பயும் முழிச்சிட்டே இருந்தோம்னா அவ்வளோதான். தூக்கம் வந்து என்ன சுவாமி செய்யறது? தூங்காமல் தூங்கு. That will happen by itself. சர்வசூன்ய பதத்தில் வைக்க you will glide into some dimension where there is no waking, no dream, no deep sleep. There is only one. There is a dimension like that where there is nothing except the awareness. நான் இருக்கிறேன் அப்படி அவேர்னஸ் ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. Even now it is that only. அருள் நிறைவான அமுதக்கடலே விரிகதிரால் யாவும் விழுங்கும். So he swallows everything. யாவும் விழுங்கும். அருணகிரி பரமாத்மா. So with this Sunya Pada Dhyanam, everything is swallowed and everything is digested and everything is made to ashes. There at least ash remains, here nothing remains. So Nirvana Mutliduva Neer. So therefore here it is said, Kurangai Vida Sarisittam. The mind is worse than the monkey. Apadipatta mind vidade. Do not allow it to run riot. Madakki, pidithu. Madakki means withdrawing it from the world of objects, emotions and thoughts. You keep it in Sarvashunya Padam. By that, you attain to that Nirvana Padam. Moving on. Ahila Tattvatum Abhinnamayaha Ahamen Badarkaniyamahi Ahame Purulukka Vinnamam Purana Sittengum Porundu Muhamulla Porul Ahila Tattvatum Abhinnamayaha Ahamen Badarkaniyamahi Ahame Purulukka Vinnamam Purana Sittengum Porundu Muhamulla Porul. See here, a very interesting thing is said. Ahila Tattvatum Abhinnamai. Ahila Tattvatum means what? In and through everything. See, there are 96 tattvas enumerated in Shaiva Siddhanta and all. And different philosophies, different number of tattvas are enumerated. We will not go into all those things. We will only understand Ahila Tattvatum Abhinnamai. Meaning what? Not different from or in and through all these tattvas. Whatever is present. Like the Sutre Manigana Iva, Aham enbadarku aniyamahi. See, in the first line there is Yaha, na? It should be read as Aham because Ma is there in the second line. So Aham enbadarku aniyamahi. Aham means body. Deham is called as Aham. Aham enbadarku aniyamahi. That which is separate or other than Aham, this body identification. That is the Jiva Bhava. Aham means what? I am the body. So that is a feeling I am the body, na? That is the Ahankara. Na? Ahankarathukku Anniyamahi, adarka aniyamahi. Means it is not that. It is distinctly different from that. Ahamai, that is a meipporul, that is a truth. Ahapporulukku abinnamam. It is one with ahapporul, the self. Abinnamam means what? It is one with it. Abinnamam means it is one with it. Purana sit, that is the Purana sit. Chit means the pure consciousness. Yengum porundu muhamulla. Meaning what is all pervading? Yengum porundu muham. Sahasra Shisha Purusha. Yengum porundu muham means it is everywhere. All pervading. Ulla porul, that is the Satya porul. Ulla porul means that is the truth. Ulladu. Ulla porul ulladu. So how is this Ulla porul according to this scripture? It is not only transcendental, it is also immanent. Immanent means what? It is in and through everything except one thing. What is that thing? Except the ego. Deham aham என்பதற்கு aniyamahi. Aniyamahi means it is distinctly different from that ego sense. It is pervading through everything, but it is distinctly different from the ego sense. And it is one with the true self, Purana Sit. And it is all pervading. Purana Sitta engum muham ulladai. And the ulla porul ulladu. That truth remains. So therefore, you need not reject anything else. Reject the I. I means what? Deham aham engindra bhavam. Because it is distinctly different from that. That is the only problem. You just remove it, everything is done. Remove the person who is listening to me. Let the person who is listening to me go. Yes, Swami, we will go now. Yad gatva na nivartante. You should not come back. You should go forever. So this person who wants to know, who wants to abide, he has to go. So when he goes, everything is auspicious. Why? Only the Purana Sat is there. Engu muhamulladai, all pervading. When this rises, that creates division. See, understand please. The self is there as Purana Vastu. Somehow this ego sense rises its head and creates division in the self, saying I versus rest. This is how it creates a division. பிழவு பட்ட உணர்வு நிலைன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க அது. உணர்வு நிலை means that is a sense of, a consciousness where I feel I am different from the rest. This I rises its poisonous head and it says, I am something else and you are all something I don't know. When that I is destroyed, then everything is the self. How the I can be destroyed? According to Bhagavan, you keep the attention on the I continuously without getting distracted by any thought, the I will disappear. When the I disappears, everything will disappear. Why? With the I everything rises and with the I goes everything. Here, Parameshwara says, instead of holding on to I, which is very subtle, and people say, I don't know how to focus on I don't know. Tiruvannamalai காணாம போன குழந்தை மாதிரி பேபான்னு முழிக்கிறது. What are you telling? I don't know. Arey Buddhu, I am asking you to focus on the I. What is the I don't know. But every day you are talking, I. I am talking, but I don't know. And you say, I don't know. Okay, don't cry now. Stop crying. Now you do this way. You take this astram called as Sarvasunya Padam, and then you destroy everything like Rudra, meaning you take this bhava, this stand that there is nothing. Therefore, the mind will not entertain anything. Meaning, whatever comes in the mind, it's nothing. Actually, there is nothing. இதெல்லாம் சும்மா பொய், இதெல்லாம் இல்லவே இல்லை. Something comes in the mind. இதெல்லாம் இல்லவே இல்லை. Something comes in the mind. இதெல்லாம் இல்லவே இல்லை. 12 ஆயிடுச்சா, பசிக்குதே, சாப்பாடு இல்லவே இல்லை. இன்னைக்கு கிரிக்கெட் மேட்ச் போயிட்டு இருக்கே, ஐயோ என்ன ஆகுதோ தெரியலையே, போச்சா போச்சா. கிரிக்கெட் மேட்ச்ல இல்லவே இல்லை. லைக் தட் இஃப் யூ கேன் ரிஜெக்ட், ஒன்றுமே இல்லை ஒன்றுமே இல்லை ஒன்றுமே இல்லைன்னா அந்த ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணுறவனும் ஒன்றுமே இல்லாமல் போயிடுவான். The person who is rejecting also becomes nothing. When he rejects everything, the person who is rejecting also becomes nothing. And when he becomes nothing, Shubham, padam mudinjichu, you can all go. Meaning, that is the end of the story. So now there are two approaches. Either you hold on to the I and merge, or you break everything and you die. Eppadi? Like the psycho people, na? They go and shoot everybody, shoot and they kill themselves also. Now you shoot everything, or means destroy everybody, everything, like Rudra, and then you will also die. Isana kadai philosophy. Unga philosophy ivrudana? Ahama. Parmeshwara says you destroy everything and you die. Go. Because you have created everything. So now you destroy everything. And you also die. Paravala. There is no window. He is saying there is no Swami. There is no bottle, huh? Akhila tattvattum abhinnamai. Abhinnamai means it is one with all the tattvas, with everything else, except this ego sense, I. Aham என்பதற்கு அணி. Aham means this body. Ahamna chaste Tamil. Aham means this body. Aham ena. This body is I. அதற்கு அந்நியமாய். It is other than that. அகமை பொருளுக்கு அபின்னமாம். And that is one with the true self. பூரண சித். That is the pure consciousness. எங்கும் பொருந்து முகமுள்ள பொருள். That is all pervading everywhere. So that is your true self. Now only you said nothing is the truth, and you say Purna Chit is yourself. When you realize nothing, then you remain as Purna Chit. That's all. Now tell me, Swamiji, I am nothing or Purna Chit? You are nothing and Purna Chit. You are no thing, you are Purna Chit. Nothing means what? You should split it properly. You are no thing, you are Purna Chit. You think you are a thing. You are not a thing. You are Purna Chit. Get my point? திருவிழா கொடுத்த காணாம போறமா முடிக்கிறாங்க எல்லாரும். I don't know. ஆகாயம் போல அகிலத்து அகம்புறமும் ஏகாங்கமாயுருவமின்றியதாம். ஆஹா பரமானந்தத்துட்படிந்தவர் அன்பேய. பரமானந்தப்படிவர்பார். ஆகாயம் போல அகிலத்து அகம்புறமும் ஏகாங்கமாயுருவமின்றியதாம். ஆஹா பரமானந்தத்துட்படிவர் Paramanandattut Anbeya. Paramananda Padivarbar. In the third line, there is a word called as pay. It is not ghost. It is Anbe. He is addressing Ambal as Anbe. Anbe. If you don't split it properly, it will be pay. Padindavar Anbe. Okay. Padindavaran pay. அப்படி சொல்லக்கூடாது. Pay means evil spirit. Anbe. Anbe means, oh beloved one. He is addressing Parvati Devi. Anbe. Oh beloved one. Anbe. Ahayam pola. Ahilattu ahampuramum. Like the space. It is in and out. Everywhere. Ehangamai. It is one. It cannot be divided. Ehangamai. It cannot be divided as inside and outside. It is in and out. Cannot be divided. Ehangamai. Uruv Indriyadai. But it has no form of its own. Uruv Indriyadai. Aha is an exclamation. Aha. Aha. அப்படி சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? Paramanandattut Padindavar. So this is Paramanandam. What is the only lakshana of this? It is bliss absolute. Paramanandattut Padivar. One who merge with this Paramananda, they become Paramanandam. Meaning what? Anbe a Paramananda Padivar par. They become that. See, this is the difference. When you study physics, let us say, and when you master physics, means at no point of time you can become physics. What some you think? Becoming physics. Or you cannot become Max. You can become history. After some time, all of us are going to become history only. But when you study or when you meditate on the self and you become one, கை கால சும்மா இருக்க முடியாது. குரங்கு விட சலி சித்தம். When you become one with this Paramananda, you become that. That Paramananda only. That is what it is said. Paramanandattut Padivar Anbe. He is addressing Parvati and said, a Paramananda Padivar bar. He becomes that Paramananda. Now he is not enjoying Paramananda. He is Paramananda itself. See, that is the difference. When you have a mind, then the Paramananda expressing through the mind, you can experience. As an I and I experience an Ananda. But here the mind is gone, there is nobody also, he becomes Paramananda itself. See, that is the difference. Experiencing Paramananda and becoming Paramananda itself. He becomes Paramananda itself. Par. See, par means behold. Anna ஆச்சரியமா இருக்கு par. So when you meditate on self, you become self. You are always the self. You meditate on Brahman, you become Brahman. You meditate on Shiva, you become Shiva. Shiva means what? Not that Shiva with that Jadamudi sitting and Ganga Mata on his head. Not that Shiva. See, that Shiva is only our own picturization of some Shiva. Shiva means that Mangala Purul. That is in the heart. So therefore, when you dive deep within, not that you experience bliss, you become one with bliss. Paramanandattut Padivar. Par. Behold. Aha. Aha means what a wonder. They become Paramananda itself. So this self is in and out, everywhere, like Akasha. But it has got no form. It can be experienced only as bliss. When you become one with that, you become bliss itself. Aha. Imagine how wonderful it is. So all this thing can happen when we take the astra of Shunya Padam. So when everything is destroyed with the Dhyanam of Shunya Padam, then what remains is this self, this Anandam. So it is called as blissful emptiness. It is called as what? Blissful emptiness. You can call it anyway. Blissful emptiness. Enna மூட்டை கட்டியாச்சா? பாடம் முடிஞ்சு போச்சா? Class is over. No. ஐயோ ராமா. ஓகே 12 ஆயிடுச்சு, அதான் பாவம் அவர் முடி வச்சிட்டாரு. இந்த நமில்லா வெறிதான் எவ்வண்ணம் தான் தானே மந்தமாய் சாந்தியினை மன்னுமோ அந்த விதம் பற்று பொருளற்றார் பரந்த மனமும் சாந்தி ஊற்றுவிடும் தானாகவே ஓய்ந்து இந்த நமில்லா எரிதான் எவ்வண்ணம் தான் தானே மந்தமாய் சாந்தியினை மன்னுமோ. வேற டியூன் ஆயிடுச்சா? அதே டியூன் தானே, அதே முடிச்சு விடுங்க சுவாமிக்கிறோம், முடிஞ்சு விடுங்க சுவாமி. பற்று பொருளற்றார் பரந்த மனமும் சாந்தி உற்றுவிடும் தானாகவே ஓய்ந்து. This is the most beautiful words we will see tomorrow when our mind is very fresh. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. See, some people may think we have